Well, our first guest is joining us on the phone, Mr. Greg Lambrecht. Greg is the CEO of Singlepoint Incorporated. S-I-N-G is their stock symbol. Greg, always a pleasure having you on the program.
Oh, thanks for having me today, Don.
Now, I saw a press release go out this week. It's full of exciting information. Why don't you reiterate for our audience what was in there?
Yeah, well, one of the main things in there is that we wanted to, let all our shareholders know that, our revenues for first quarter were $188,000, and we expect the second quarter to be, even higher. So, all the stuff that we've been doing as far as acquisition and in-house product are starting to pay off and show up in the revenue. So. That was one thing. We also, reiterated that we're obviously it's public knowledge. We sent in our Form 10. We expect that to be done shortly, which is going to, basically lead to the ability to raise money at a significant better discount for Singlepoint, which will lead to more acquisitions, which is going to lead to more revenue. So we're doing all the right things, and it's starting to show up in our balance sheet.
Well, it's really amazing with the addition of the Form 10 becoming a fully reporting company. It puts you into an entirely new arena, so to speak, of potential investors, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Besides the investors that have been courting us, because now they can invest in Singlepoint because we're fully reporting, but also all the family and institutional offices that really, in their bylaws, they can't buy into pinks. Now all of them are going to be able to buy our stock on the open market. So, I expect to see hopefully some significant volume and price increase in Singlepoint stock.
Well, you've probably already noticed, and I'll just remind you, but you've probably already noticed this, but the money from the big boys seems to come easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's funny you said that, because we're finding it out on our end too. All these years, you talk to larger in institutional or family offices, and they always say, well, we don't do $1 million, because it takes us the same amount of work, time and attorneys to do 500,000 as it does as $1 million. And the funny thing about that, Don, is that we found the same thing to be true and agree with them now with our acquisitions. We did some smaller ones last year and learned a lot, and now we're really interested in doing larger acquisitions, somewhere between 5 and 10 million, because we have found out on our end that, it does take the same amount of time to do an acquisition for 500,000 or it does 10 million. So, interesting question.
Any update on the Kevin Harrington campaign?
Yeah, we are so close. We're literally just kind of having the attorneys check the boxes and make sure that all the legalese are there before we send it out. But it's taken us a lot longer than we thought, but we're very, very close. Everybody will be pleasantly surprised, I'm sure, this month.
Once again, Singlepoint Incorporated, S-I-N-G. Greg, great update. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Don. Have a good day, and go Sing.
Take care.